Hello friends, welcome to the ERPNext webinar where we will learn how you can integrate your ERPNext account with your Shopify account. So let's assume we are a retailer and we have our web portal which is managed from Shopify. So these are the items we deal in. This is our Shopify website. This is our item. So customers visit our website and place an order. And what we need is we want this Shopify website to sync data as and when needed with our ERPNext account. So let's say if I add new item on my Shopify account, system should sync and add that item in my ERPNext account as well. Same way, if I add new item in my ERPNext account, system should upload that in my Shopify account and publish it as a product on my website. And then I can also receive orders from my customers from my Shopify website or portal. So if someone places an order, system should automatically sync and pull that order in my ERPNext account. So this is my ERPNext account. So let's check how you can sync and integrate your Shopify account with the ERPNext account. So I'll hand over this session to Saurabh, my colleague, who has worked on this tool extensively, and he'll take you through the complete process of integration and syncing data from Shopify to ERPNext and vice versa.
Hello everyone. So today we'll take a look of how ERPNext and Shopify work together. This syncing works and how to configure your systems.
This is admin console for Shopify account.
In Shopify account, in below you will see the apps tab. Then visit your Shopify application store. Search for ERPNext connector. So this is our ERPNext connector. Click on Get to install this. So this will ask you for some basic permissions like modify products, access to your customers, and access to your orders. So we are granting these three permissions for reading and writing customer, product, and order. Install app. So this will redirect you to your auth page. So here I am putting my Shopify store name, then my ERPNext site, then my login credentials for ERPNext account, and I'm submitting this form. So basically, this will create auth token, which we'll use for syncing the data. So it will take few minutes. So yes, we have installed a Shopify app, ERPNext app in our Shopify center. So let's log into our ERPNext account now.
So you also need to install Shopify application in your ERPNext account. But since we have already installed ERPNext application in our Shopify account, we don't need to do that again in our ERPNext account.
So in our ERPNext account, system installed Shopify here. So let's set up Shopify settings. Shopify settings. So yeah, this is a basic setup page for Shopify. So as we have used our public app, the app type is public, the domain is here for which Shopify store we are syncing the data. Now we will select here default price list from which we will fetch the item prices. So let's say it's standard selling price list, then default warehouse, cash or bank account. So I'm selecting a cash account, default customer group for syncing, and default series for order syncing. Let's say then this is a tax template. So as we are putting charges on shipping. So we'll add shipping tax account. So now we have set up our Shopify settings page that it will connect price list, your warehouse, default cash and bank account, default customer group for syncing, and sales order series. So now we'll check how item products will sync from Shopify to ERPNext. Here we have 69 products. So for manual syncing, click on Sync Shopify. Now we are syncing Shopify. For first we'll look how product will sync between Shopify to ERPNext. Then we'll take a look from ERPNext to Shopify. So sync product, queued for syncing. So syncing is start. Our job is queued. So yes, our sync is completed successfully. So let's check now item master. So yes, what we have here, we have LG2, GG3, Nexus 5, Moto G6P, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2. So yes, these all items are synced from Shopify, and here is their Shopify item product ID. And the description. So we have just seen how product gets synced from Shopify to ERPNext. Now let's take a look how products get synced from ERPNext to Shopify. So we have these products here in our ERPNext account. So in master, you have to check your checkbox sync with Shopify. Check this, save your master. So you need to check this for all items that you want to sync with Shopify. So let's do one by one. If you want to sync quantity for the items, then let's mark sync quantity with Shopify. And now let's again click sync for Shopify.
You can see that items have synced from our ERPNext account.
So as we have not checked quantity, sync quantity with Shopify for this, so system not sync the quantity here, and we have check sync quantity for Nokia. So the quantity is sync. Yeah.
So, Mayank, we don't provide sample data as such, but you can create one in your test environment. And if you set up an ERPNext account on our hosting, then you'll fill up some sample data in the setup wizard itself, and based on that, some transactions will be created as well. So maybe you can use that data for syncing in your Shopify account. So the another question, so Shopify product catalog must be empty first. It's not necessary.
No.
You can have items in your Shopify accounts already, and you can sync all those items in your ERPNext account. So it works both the ways. You can pull items from Shopify to ERPNext and from ERPNext to Shopify, and that's what Saurabh just demonstrated.
Hello guys. What's the unique identifier for the sync? Because you can sync down to from Shopify to ERPNext
Yes.
and ERPNext to Shopify. So
Yes.
what's the unique identifier to know whether it's a duplicate or not?
So when we sync the items from Shopify to ERPNext, we copy their product ID too.
So both the systems has a unique ID. Item code has ERPNext code as well as Shopify has item code. So when we fetch data from Shopify to ERPNext, we also fetch the Shopify product ID in ERPNext. So next time when we are syncing, we know that this Shopify product ID is already synced in ERPNext, so it won't be synced twice.
So it will update the price list as well,
Yes.
the pricing.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Varsh
Do we need
asking, do
to?
we need to sync every time after adding new items? It's not necessary. You don't need to sync your Shopify account manually each time. We have a scheduler, Saurabh. How
Yeah.
often does it sync?
So let's go with customers. So now we are going for customer sync. So I am creating a new customer in Shopify. Let's add address for Anand and let's sync for Shopify. So here we have 5 customers, that Anand, Umesh, Shachi, Nabin, Faris. Let's take a look of customer master. So yes, here we have the Faris, Nabin, Umair, Shachi, Anand. We have added address against Anand. So so the address is also get synced from Shopify to ERPNext. If you want to sync customer base from ERPNext to Shopify, then again the same thing. Go to user, yeah, and sync with Shopify. Save. Let's sync again. Yes, synced it successful. Let's check customer list on, yes, the Neil and Zarina are synced with Shopify now from ERPNext to Shopify. So this is how customer master will work with Shopify and ERPNext. So let's move to third part, that is order syncing. The order syncing is single directional, that ERPNext only pulls orders from Shopify. It won't sync ERPNext order to Shopify.
So let's give some background here, Saurabh. So it's like your Shopify website is your front end, or it's like your retail store. So if a customer wants to place an order, they'll go to your website, which is managed on Shopify. They'll place new order, and after some time, ERPNext will read that order and will pull that data, and based on that, will create sales order automatically in your ERPNext account. So in this way, ERPNext will work as a backend, wherein your Shopify account will work as a front end from where your customer will place an order.
So let's create one order. Save this draft. When you click mark as paid, it will create order to you. And fulfill this item as delivery. So this is complete order in Shopify. Now let's go to ERPNext account and see some settings first. Yes, so as here we have added a tax that VAT 12.5%. So we need to create a tax head in Shopify settings for that. So again there is the yeah. So when we mark payment in Shopify, so against that payment, do we want to create sales invoice or not? And against fulfillment, do we whether we wish to create delivery note or not is optional here in ERPNext. So if you check these two options, that import delivery notes from Shopify on shipment, that is on fulfillment, and import sales invoices from Shopify if payment is marked in Shopify. Then only in ERPNext system will create sales invoice against sales order if payment is received, and delivery note if fulfillment is done on Shopify. So let's set series on there. So we have order with us, and let's sync now. It is successful. So we have created this order against Anand. So this is sales order. So 12.5% VAT, 36,565. Against this sales order, there is invoice as we have marked payment in Shopify. This is sales invoice in paid form, and this is delivery note as we have marked fulfillment on Shopify. So we always keep delivery note in draft state as we don't know exact inventory position of ERPNext. So to avoid exceptional errors, we put this delivery note in draft. So you need to manually submit this delivery note.
So how can we identify which is ERPNext delivery note and synced delivery note? So you can maintain different naming series for that, as Saurabh demonstrated. If you in this Shopify setting, if you say that you want to sync delivery note from Shopify, you also have to specify a series. What would be the series for the delivery note which would be synced from Shopify? So you can have a different naming series itself, so you would know that from the delivery note ID itself, you would know if it was synced from Shopify or you directly created it in your ERPNext account. So that's one way. And Saurabh, do we have anything in the delivery note so we can know that okay, this was synced from Shopify?
So yes, there is a fulfillment ID
So we also have
and
yeah,
Shopify order ID.
we also have Shopify order ID and fulfillment ID. So you'll know that this was synced from Shopify.
So another question, can delivery notes from ERPNext can be synced to Shopify account?
No, order syncing is work only one way, that from Shopify to ERPNext. So if you submit delivery note in ERPNext, it won't mark fulfillment in Shopify. It's only single direction.
So yeah.
So you need to mark fulfillment on your Shopify, and then system will create drafted delivery note in ERPNext account.
Anyone, if you have any queries, please post it in the chat section. So let's wait for a minute or so. If anyone has any queries, else we can stop the session here. Okay, so this looks good, Saurabh.
Yep.
If anyone has any queries, please feel free to reach us on support, or you can also post your queries on the discuss forum, and we look forward to hear your feedback on this session. So thanks very much for attending, and we're looking forward to your feedback. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.